Stugotz here for Upside.com. I've been talking a lot about Upside.com, telling you it will save your company big on business travel and that you'll get a big gift card every trip you buy. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, in less than 2 minutes, they gave me a few awesome choices on United and American for flights to Chicago that work for me and a bunch of big-name hotels. The first option got me a $200 gift card and saved the company nearly $400. Then they showed me options for a flight an hour earlier or a stay at the same kind of hotel down the block. I'd get even more in gift cards, and the trip cost the company even less. Taking a business trip? You'd be crazy not to use Upside. Upside's the real deal. Got me a gift card for $200. Trust me, go to Upside.com today. Plus, when you use promo code Dan, you are guaranteed to get at least a $200 Amazon gift card your first trip. That's code Dan to get a $200 gift card free. Save big on travel and get a big gift card every trip. See what your next trip is worth today. Upside.com. That's Upside.com. Minimum purchase required. See site for complete details.
Dan Le Batard.
Dan, you're on Dueling Dragons. You're having the time of your life. All of a sudden, the roller coaster goes off the rails, and you die.
Yep.
Was that fun?
I don't like roller coasters because of the risk of dying in a roller coaster. I don't want to go on any roller coasters because that's one of the possibilities. Stugotz.
You're eating a pastelito. You love pastelitos. This is a delicious pastelito from Casavana. So good. And then it gets lodged in your esophagus, and you choke, and you die.
Mm-hmm. Was it fun?
Was it fun?
Yeah.
It was fun while I was eating it. Then it stopped being fun.
Right.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz on ESPN Radio.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Guests on the Dan Le Batard Show appear via the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Here's your SportsCenter update. Blackhawks winger Marian Hossa will miss the entire 2017-2018 NHL season because of a progressive skin disorder caused by an allergic reaction to his hockey equipment that he says he's been treating for years. The 38-year-old veteran said severe side effects associated with medication to treat the skin disorder will make it impossible to play hockey next season. Imprisoned former football star O.J. Simpson has a July 20th parole hearing that could have him released from a Nevada prison as early as October 1st, a state parole officer said. And finally, Lorde confirmed to Jimmy Fallon that she once ran the now-defunct Instagram account called Onion Rings Worldwide, a poorly maintained account dedicated to onion ring reviews. Could have been good. For all the latest headlines and information, tune in to SportsCenter on ESPN Radio all throughout the day.
We're going to continue here with the Joe Harper lie detector. He is a Miami police officer, has a bullet in his neck. He's got to go find an alleged murderer after this that he is giving a lie detector test, but right now he's got Stugotz all strapped up. Fingers, arm, heart, all strapped up to the lie detector.
I love a TV audience on ESPN2, hoping that they'll get some NBA coverage and seeing that I am hooked up to a lie detector.
Well, they're going to get a little bit of NBA coverage because here, I'm going to give you some of the names that have more three-pointers this last season than Larry Bird's career high of 98. Are you ready?
Yep.
Curry. Seth Curry. Seth Curry had more threes than Larry Bird's career high. Brooke Lopez.
Unreal.
What?
Amazing.
Brooke Lopez had more made threes than Larry Bird's career high. DeMarcus Cousins.
Jeez.
More made threes.
I feel like you proved your point with Brooke Lopez.
That's it?
Well, no, most spades.
Most spades.
I mean, come on.
How about Langston Galloway? Are there any better names I can give you than the one? Robert Covington, more threes than Larry Bird's career high. Jordan Clarkson, more threes. Jamal Murray, more threes. Austin Rivers, more threes. Tobias Harris, more threes.
I'm pretty sure you made up Jamal Murray.
Gary Harris, more threes.
I mean, Spades is the guy. Also, Iman Shumpert had more threes.
Jameer Nelson.
What? Still
Last
playing?
year?
Last year. Jameer Nelson in Denver. Karl Anthony Towns is 7 bleeping feet. More threes than Larry Bird last year.
I mean, Bird was overrated.
All right, so here is Joe Harper. We've got the lie detector hooked up to Stugotz. A year's worth of lies have been gathering in a file in a poisoned drum. Joe Harper sounds like Mike from Breaking Bad, and he's got similar menace. He is a decorated police officer. Go ahead, Joe, and give Stugotz another lie detector question.
Okay.
Would you give up the radio show to be a regular on Around the Horn?
Ooh.
Give up the radio show to be a regular on Around the Horn? No way. No.
In about 2 minutes.
Oh! No. Lies! You realize that all
Right
the
in front of
lies,
us here.
all the lies being told are the ones that are personally hurtful to me. All of the lies are crushing.
There's a theme here.
They crush my soul just a little bit.
I was good with HQ and not being a part of it.
Yeah, but you thought you slipped one by, Joe.
Oh, I
on
definitely
that
slipped one past him.
If you're trying to tell the truth, you need to stop yapping because you may be distorting results.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Especially these ones that really hurt Dan.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
he shouldn't be saying. He should be just saying yes or no. That's what you would advise, right, Joe?
Correctly.
If someone was trying to beat the lie detector, you would ask them to speak less than more. Correct?
Oh, yes. Yes or no only.
All right.
All right. Does it bother you that you only have one Mike and Mike appearance a week?
No.
Oh, yes, it does.
Oh, he wants to be doing all the Mike and Mike appearances. Would it bother him at all if Mike and Mike no longer existed and it was just the Stugotz show? Go ahead, Joe.
Now
What
you're
else?
talking.
Yeah, what else do you have there?
All right. Do you really have a list of people that want to kill you next to your bed? And do you have a second list you keep from your wife?
Yes.
Who have you angered, really? It's true.
It's true. He's got a list of possible suspects. If he goes missing and dies, there's a list of possible suspects. I am on it. Where am I on the list? Where am I? Have I moved up in the rankings?
Well, no, I haven't adjusted the list recently. You have been as far up, and you still are at number 4 on the list. Number 4, yes.
So expect a visit.
Is Allison on the list?
No, I'm on Allison's list. Like, listed. No. She is not on the list. I don't want to kill Allison. She wants to kill me.
All right, go ahead, Joe Harper.
Allison is a great producer, by the way.
Actually, Allison, yeah, I
excellent.
confused that. I did. Yes, I did confuse that. Sorry, guys.
Great. Go ahead.
All right, did you really pitch the Mike and the Mad Dog 30-30 idea, 34-30 idea to the ESPN executive?
Yes.
Not so. Not here.
You know what?
Lies!
You know what? Here's the problem.
Lies!
No.
What's the problem?
Here's the problem. At the time, I don't think the person that I pitched it to was actually an executive. He is now.
It's a lie. That's it. Stop. Just stop. No, don't compound the lies with more lies.
That's bad, man.
They're excuses.
Excuses. Just accept that you've told us a lie. Go ahead, Joe.
All right. Have you really turned up the air in your house to try to get people to leave during parties?
Yes.
I think you tried to do that here with me.
Yes,
too.
he tried to make it a little bit colder or hotter.
I've
An
done
old
it.
family trick. Yeah, he did it too.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah,
That's
he
true.
definitely
He's telling the truth.
Okay, did you and your wife really attend the Justin Bieber concert without your kids?
Yes.
Oh my God, he did.
That's the truth. Look at that.
I mean, young Bieber, old Bieber, man, he was great. He was great.
Young
old Bieber.
All right, old Bieber.
Yeah.
The old young Bieber.
Yeah,
Right.
like the classic stuff at the beginning. He was good. Old Bieber song. Young Bieber.
I love the lies that end up being truth, that end up being, by virtue of being the truth, more embarrassing than if he had lied.
Right.
That's amazing, right?
It was a great concert, man.
What else you got there, Joe?
Did you really watch the Justin Bieber concert documentary multiple times on your own?
Yes.
In front of people? Or no? Yeah, he did.
I did. I
Look
liked
at
it.
that.
It was
Big
good.
Justin Bieber fan.
Good, yeah.
What else you got there,
If you
Joe?
found a wallet full of money on the floor, would you return it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
No!
Oh man.
Only if there's an
But he keeps
ATM.
running.
Only if there's an ATM and there are cameras there to show that it's him.
Oh,
and
man.
he would totally do that. You know, if he were looking like Feinbaum, he'd be less likely to return the money to an ATM because he'd be in disguise. What else do you have there, Joe? Do you have any other questions for him?
You'd have to put a wig on this time.
Yes, not this time.
Does it upset you that when you read spots, you're urging listeners to use the promo code Dan and not the promo code Dan and Stu or just Stu? Does that upset you? That Dan gets tough billing?
Hey, he's the star of the show. I'm good with it. It doesn't upset me at all.
Oh, it upsets you greatly.
I mean, I just don't get it, to be honest. I mean, I'm the one reading the spot for crying out loud, and it's use promo code Dan. How about promo code Stu? Sales, let's go. Ball guy in sales, let's go.
And that's a wrap.
All right, so that is the last for this round. We've got one more round. One more round of lie detector questions. We have a big finale. Wow. Look, Joe Harper's winded. What's his score coming up now? He's got to be minus 23 or worse to be O.J. Simpson. You've done a lie detector on O.J. Simpson, the worst liar you've ever known.
No, I didn't do the test on him. I just read about him.
Okay, you just read about him. My fault.
Minus 19 and counting.
All right, so we try to get to minus 23, a segment from now.
Dan Le Batard.
Did you love The Joker's Wild? 61% of the audience said no.
Oh, you damn young people, soaring with so much ignorance.
Stugotz.
You don't even know what we're talking about. The Joker's Wild is the truth, man. Stay woke.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz on ESPN Radio.
If you missed any of the show, you can listen to all 3 hours of the Dan Le Batard Show on demand in the ESPN app, plus our Miami-only hour that airs before the show. And now you can subscribe to our Best of Podcasts. It's all available in the Listen tab of the ESPN app.
Guillermo, put this on the poll, please. Does Stephen A. Smith scream about the Knicks sound, as a texter has said, like a fatality in Mortal Kombat?
And oh! Oh! And oh! Oh!
That's what it's like being a New York Knicks fan. It's what it sounds like is first testicle stabbed,
and oh!
And then another one.
And oh! Oh!
Yep. That's what it sounds like, what it feels like.
Any other nominees for what that most sounds like? Because I'm alleging that it is a torture scene in the movie Hostel.
Oh!
What else? What are some other nominees?
Oh!
Just being a Knicks fan.
Yep. Being a Jets fan. Being a Mets fan.
Fatality in Mortal Kombat.
Some blueberries.
That's my favorite, man.
No, that's the wrong one. That is him auditioning for a beef jerky commercial about blueberries.
Some blueberries.
Would you buy blueberries that were sold to you this way?
Some blueberries.
Can someone explain this to me? Are any of you others confused by the blueberry as I am? That the blueberry could be so delicious as a flavor, but the blueberry itself, if you've ever had them by themselves, they're no good.
They're not. They're very healthy for you, but you are right, because I love blueberry bubble gum, but I do not eat blueberries. They're not good. So the flavoring is actually pretty good.
My God!
Well, is the blueberry muffin the greatest of the muffins? Guillermo, put that on the poll.
No.
What?
The chocolate chip muffin is the greatest of the muffins.
You
At
are
second place. No, second place.
Out of your mind.
Second place.
You blaspheme against the blueberry.
God!
A corn muffin is a close second.
God!
Guillermo, put it on the poll. Is the blueberry muffin the greatest of the muffins? And then put up on the poll as well, do blueberries by themselves stink?
Some blueberries.
Because I don't understand it. I'm legitimately confused by it.
Blueberries.
I don't like blueberries by themselves.
Berries.
But you give me anything blueberry flavored and I'm in.
Blueberries.
Anything.
Blueberries.
Will you put them on your ice cream?
Blueberries.
I mean, yes. But
blueberries.
But anything with ice cream is good. Your toenails with ice cream would be good.
Blueberries.
Oh, wow. Fat Chris. You know something is disgusting. Fat Chris just thought the idea of toenail-flavored ice cream, that is where we cross the line. Fat Chris does not want any toenail-flavored ice cream.
Oh!
Do you like blueberry yogurt?
Yeah, I like anything. Well, I don't know. Other than blueberries, I can't think of a single thing that's blueberry-flavored that I don't like other than blueberries themselves.
Blueberries.
What is it about that that's so funny? Because oatmeal was not as funny. Brown sugar was not as funny, although brown sugar was mildly funny.
Blueberries.
Blueberries said that way. Because you don't associate blueberries with an undercurrent of hostility.
Some blueberries.
Very aggressive sell of blueberries.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like it culminates his oatmeal, you know? Like him actually digging a spoon and grabbing some blueberries to throw in as like the cherry on top. It makes me happy.
It made me laugh.
Blueberries.
It made me laugh in the middle of that entire rant about the Knicks where he's just discombobulated and angry, and then it just ends with him, screaming until his head falls off on the floor. In the middle of that, the description of his breakfast was it was like hearing a song. It was like hearing a beautiful love song. This is better than If We Were Vampires by Jason Isbell. It's better than Wonderwall by Oasis. It's better than anything that Whitney Houston has ever come out of Whitney Houston's mouth as song.
And I grabbed my oatmeal, throw some almond milk in there, some cinnamon, and some little bit of brown sugar, some blueberries.
Why is that so funny? I don't even understand.
It funny when it's with the whole thing.
But this is the thing that I've been telling you about Stephen A. Smith. That's great. He says nothing well.
Yes.
He's saying, like, I could say the same thing and I wouldn't be saying it as well as he's saying it. He has made the breakfast order. Let's check in with Stephen A. Smith, who has decided to do some organic shopping at a at a little festival. There's a little organic nature fair. Let's check in. Let's listen to the audio of Stephen A. Smith ordering from that nature.
And I grabbed my oatmeal, throw some almond milk in there, some cinnamon, and some little bit of brown sugar, some blueberries.
Farmer's market is the phrase that I was stumbling around looking for.
Now
I like nature fair.
Yes. I'd like to hear it again. I'd like to hear Stephen A. from the nature fair.
And I grabbed my oatmeal, throw some almond milk in there, some cinnamon, and some little bit of brown sugar, some blueberries.
Why is this funny to me?
Can you make this a song? Can you figure out a way to come back in the next segment, use some of that in a song?
I'm sure.
Have it by next segment. Thank you. I demand it by the next segment.
Imagine the person on the receiving end of that order. Screaming blueberry.
And I grabbed my oatmeal, throw some almond milk in there, some cinnamon, and some little bit of brown sugar, some blueberries.
Oh, man.
Who's third on the list? I've nominated he and Michael Irvin for saying nothing well. And
Ray Lewis.
Oh, Ray, yeah. I might put Ray ahead of Michael.
I might put Ray ahead of Stephen A., honestly.
Yeah. Wow. He says a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
What?
I don't understand anything Ray Lewis says.
But it inspires me.
Oh. I'd be first in line to fight for Ray Lewis.
Run through a wall.
even though it's gibberish?
Yep.
Yeah, he says it so well.
Yeah. It's great.
Now, again, I want to clarify this because sometimes the blogs end up running with this stuff and get me in trouble with ESPN colleagues. I'm not saying that Stephen A. Smith is always saying nothing. I am saying that even when he's saying nothing, he is saying it well.
Good clarification.
And I grabbed my oatmeal, throw some almond milk in there, some cinnamon, and some little bit of brown sugar, some blueberries.
Don Batard.
America is addicted to its technology, and it's really unhealthy.
I keep having this discussion with my wife because she is on that phone nonstop. And what I have asked for our family to do moving forward is let's figure out a time where all of us put our phones away and none of us use them till the next morning.
Stugotz.
Yeah, but nobody wants to be with you.
That just dawned on me. Thanks, Dan.
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz on ESPN Radio.
So we've got our final segment here of Joe Harper, the lie detector. He says that the worst score he's ever seen for a lie detector is minus 23 by O.J. Simpson. Stugotz so far today has a minus 19. What has to happen here, Joe? How many more questions do you have there? And what has to happen on these questions for Stugotz to be a worse liar than the worst liar you've ever seen, O.J. Simpson?
It's the degree of the reaction that I look for, the level of the reaction.
Okay.
That scores it. That's
Okay.
the score.
All right, so you can't tell us just yet. You will tell us at the end of this whether he has been worse than O.J. Simpson or not. This is the last round of questions for Stugotz.
Correct. He's getting very close.
Okay.
All right.
So here we go. Stugotz fancies himself a good liar. He's actually a terrible liar. We are now going to prove if he's the liar of all liars in the history of lying.
He's really bad.
Yeah, really bad.
Stunning.
Stunning bad. Yes, that's right.
Okay. Is it true you couldn't talk till you were 4 years old?
You've
One of these
claimed.
straps came out here, by the way. Just I don't know if that affects.
Oh, is he trying to rig the system here by undoing some of the
just telling
straps
you.
here?
No, it's my stomach, man. I haven't stopped eating since the girls' bat mitzvah.
All right, well, answer the
That they
question.
didn't go to.
Answer the question.
Yes, that is true.
So you couldn't talk until you were 4 years old.
Still can't talk. Yes, that's true.
That's not true.
Not true. Another lie.
It's the way I remember it.
Yes, Stugotz, liar.
Okay. Did you lie about why you couldn't go to Chris Coates' wedding?
Chris Cody?
Chris Cody's wedding.
Did I lie? No, I did not.
But you didn't go.
I did not go.
And you did lie about why you didn't go.
Liar!
Man.
Lies!
Taking a beating here today.
Yeah, big fat check I sent Chris, though.
We're up to 22.
Yeah.
You notice how Stugotz, when he's been caught in a lie, just keeps talking, making noises, telling more lies?
We're up to 22, Dan.
Let's go. Let's get to over 23. Let's go.
Did you really know what Dan and the shipping container were doing back in November when they did the jack-in-the-box noise while you were ranting? Did you really know what they were doing?
Yes.
That's truthful in his regard. Yeah.
All right.
How could he have
That
been
just
that
means he's
bad?
bad at radio.
Okay,
Yeah,
that just
yeah,
means he's
yeah.
bad at radio.
Yeah.
Did you actually stay up till the end of the national championship football game?
Yes.
No.
Stugotz!
Come on, man.
Classic finish that we talked
The
about.
classic finish. You faked your way through it here on the air. The championship decided in the last second of the game. You were asleep already? Lies. So many lies.
Man.
He didn't remember.
What a lie.
I remember being awake for it, to be honest with you. Oh, whatever.
Joe,
to be honest with you, I'm hooked up to a
Yes,
lie
yeah,
detector, and
yes.
it just said no, so
Yes.
whatever.
His to be honest with you, was that a lie? Joe, was that a lie?
Oh.
Did that show up as a lie? Just
Oh.
his phrase, to be honest with you, anytime he uses it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I swear on my mother.
Yes,
That's
I
coming
swear on
up.
my mother. All right, what else we got here?
Game starts
All
at
right. Did you really say hello to Rob Kardashian while walking a dog outside his house with your daughter?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Oh, come on,
Say hello
man.
to Rob Kardashian.
I mean, I waited out there for hours.
What was he
a lame
doing walking
lie.
a dog with your daughter? What was that? What was that all
it's just
about?
he was stalking Rob Kardashian. Just weak and pathetic.
And it wasn't my dog. It was my wife's cousin's dog. I don't live in Calabasas, California. I live here, Miami.
It was probably a lookalike.
Close us out here, Joe Harper. Let's get him to
All right, did
worse
you-
than minus
Did
23.
your doctor, Charlie Shanker, really tell you to adjust your chair to the highest level to help you with your phlegm problem?
Charles did say that, yes.
Really? I think you're right.
Look at that. He's
Yeah.
not
He's right.
lying about that one.
Right. Adjust your gleckers, huh? Have you ever actually linked up with a stranger in a lazy river?
Yes.
Oh no, you
Oh, you did not lie. Lazy River lies.
Man.
a lazy river.
Last two questions here to see if we could get Stugotz to be the worst liar in the history of lying.
Gosh, shipping
We're
containers.
tied right now.
Yeah,
We're
shipping
tied.
containers so
this
upset.
This is the final.
This is very big. You're at minus 23 with O.J. Simpson right now.
I should concentrate.
Yes,
do you actually love Dominique Foxworth?
Yes.
That's true.
Ooh,
He likes Dominique
look at
Foxworth.
this. This
Yes.
is the money ball right here for the greatest liar in the history of lies. This is a big one right here, the money ball. What do we have here as our final question on the lie detector? This is very tense. This is very big, very dramatic.
Okay. Do you want to replace Mike Francesa and do a hardcore sports radio show in New York?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
That's not an answer.
I know, Joe.
One more time. Let's give him the question once
let
more.
me hear it one more time. Let me hear it in a sentence, Joe.
Okay. Do you want to replace Mike Francesa and do a hardcore sports radio show in New York?
No.
Oh, yes, you do. Definitely.
What is his score?
It comes back definitely? What do you mean?
All right,
What do you mean?
Hold on. Let me score it.
All right, hold on a
Definitely.
second. He is going to put it on the
24.5.
He's worse than OJ.
He's worse than OJ. He's worse than OJ. He's worse than
It's a
OJ.
rough crowd here. I'll tell you. It's a rough room to work.
Flash. The only person that's going to like me after this is Dominique Foxworth.
Yes, that is correct.
That is it.
Joe, thank you for doing this again. We appreciate it. We will bring you back in a year to do it again because we enjoy it so much.
Catalog those lies.
Yes, we will catalog those lies for a year.
Dan Batard.
Good work today. That was a fun show.
Stugotz.
It was also intergalactically stupid.
This is the Dan Batard Show with the Stugotz on ESPN Radio.
Guillermo, put it on the poll, please. Are you surprised that Mo Spates had more threes this year than Larry Bird did his career high year?
It's one of the most shocking things I've ever heard.
Mo Spates more threes than Larry Bird in his career high year. Put that on the poll. We will update the polls in a second. But first, we've got an epic sound of the day to get to. If you have anything that you'd like to nominate for epic sound of the day, you send it to us at Le Batard Show on Twitter. Let's get to it.
Time now for Guillermo's epic sound of the day. It is going to be epic.
Hey, guys.
Hello, Guillermo.
Hey, Bill.
Fun day today, huh?
Yep.
I can't believe that Stugotz is a worse liar than O.J. Simpson. He is now recorded. History and science has recorded that he is a dynasty at lying. 2 years in a row, he has challenged O.J. Simpson as the greatest liar in the history of the worst liar.
Really good at this.
You guys know Bomani Jones?
Yes.
Well, for those who don't, he hosts a show, The Right Time, 4 to 7 on ESPN Radio. Yesterday, he had a little bit of difficulty starting a segment.
Welcome back to The Right Time. My name is Bomani Jones. Thanks for listening on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Excuse me. Help me.
Welcome back to The Right Time with Bomani Jones here. We're going to be joined by Brian Windhorst, our insider at ESPN, here very shortly.
I'm good. Something got caught down my throat. Sorry about that, Brian. In the meantime, how do the Cavs not have a general manager right now?
Been there, man.
Yeah, we all have.
Yes.
I've been there, too.
We've both been
I have been there. You talk all the time. Can you find the examples, Mike, of me and Stugotz having been there? Because we've absolutely been there.
I remember one specifically with you at the American Airlines Arena where you had to walk away.
I was choking on a peanut shell.
Can we listen to this one more time?
Well, the help me. Here, this is what it sounds like. Bomani Jones starting a segment on his radio show. It's also what it would sound like if Bomani was drowning.
Welcome back to The Right Time. My name is Bomani Jones. Thanks for listening on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Excuse me. Help me.
Welcome back to The Right Time with Bomani Jones here. We're going to be joined by Brian Windhorst, our insider at ESPN, here very shortly.
I'm good. Something got caught down my throat. Sorry about that, Brian. In the meantime, how do the Cavs not have a general manager right now?
Right back.
At the end, he peters out again because he's trying to fight through it.
Oh my God! It's so it's so unlike him because he's polished, professional. Just
clean and
go,
smooth.
go,
Yeah.
go, man. That is funny. I remember you at the American Airlines Arena and me with Greg Cody.
That right there. Right there.
Yes.
I mean, that sounds like a soda machine dispensing a soda. Not that.
Excuse me. Help me.
Excuse me. It sounds like somebody at the bottom of a pile being beaten up by several people.
Excuse me. Help me.
The burp.
Yeah, the burp. Get some sounds of us, Mike, when that's happened to us, please.
Sound of the day is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Upgrade to shaving with a fresh blade whenever you want for a fraction of the price. Join DollarShaveClub.com today.
A texter asks, did he say help me? Yes, he did. He did say help me, and that is when Shannon leapt. Shannon was not exactly there in an emergency until, Bomani wheezed out one last cry for help.
Help me.
Welcome back to the right time with Bomani Jones here.
Where's me choking on a peanut, Mike? Let's go ahead and find that.
Yeah, those are the times. You with a peanut at the American Airlines Arena. Me with Greg Cody introducing Ethan Skolnick.
The discussion that we have that makes this complicated is that Shaq makes the sidekick so much better.
Shaq makes the sidekick so much better as Dan is choking on a peanut right now. That is my memorable moment ever.
I had a peanut shell morsel stuck in my throat. That's the only way to shut me up right there. Let's go ahead and update the polls here, Stugotz. See if we'll find yours while we're updating the polls at Le Batard Show.
All right, the Twitter poll is brought to you by Dell. Need help finding the right Dell PCs with Intel Core processors for your business? Simple. Call 877-BUY-DELL to talk to a Dell Small Business Tech Advisor today. Are you surprised that Dan is a silent sneezer? 65% of the audience said yes. Does a sneeze occasionally lead to you pooping? 57% of the audience said no. Did Dan poop himself? 83% of the audience said yes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you left today.
That was during the local hour. Yes, I sneezed and then left.
Yeah, you pooped yourself.
Okay.
Towel or leaves? 83% of the audience said towel.
What the hell were you guys talking about while I was in the bathroom?
We were talking about pooping yourself. In fact, Chris said he had to go to the bathroom once while playing golf, and so he just went in the woods, and I asked him, did he use leaves? And he said, no, he used a towel.
No, leaves sounds terrible.
The towel, though, hurts, man. When it's quiet in Rileyville,
for the love of
do we all know what it means?
I mean,
it is quiet down here in Rileyville.
Pat Rileyville.
60% of the audience said no. Let me scroll up a bit. Let's do lies. Big fat white face. Big fat white face. Is Dwight Howard a Hall of Famer? This is crazy. And you're right. So this will prove what you've been saying all morning. 62% of the audience said no. Like 8,000 votes.
Morons.
Ridiculous. Is LeBron bigger than Dwight Howard? 52% of the audience said yes. Do you like Daniel Day-Lewis? Please. 56% of the audience said yes. Close. In terms of measuring whether a movie is good or not, are the writers and director more important than the actors? 60% of the audience agrees with Dan. They said yes. Was vinyl a mountain of elephant crap? 67% of the audience said yes. That should be way higher. Which is the funnier sound from Stephen A. Smith? The blueberries?
Hold on a second. Let Mike find it. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Some blueberries.
Or him moaning in pain?
Ow! Ow!
59% of the audience said moaning in pain.
Ow! Ow!
Does Stephen A. Smith scream at the end of his Knicks rant sound like a fatality in Mortal Kombat?
Ow!
83% of the audience said yes.
Ow!
Is the blueberry muffin the best muffin?
Yeah, it is.
52% of the audience said yes.
Blueberries.
Would you buy blueberries from Stephen A?
Blueberries.
51% of the audience said no.
Blueberries.
Really?
Do blueberries stink alone?
Blueberries.
54% of the audience said no. Are you surprised that Mo Spates had more three-pointers last year than Larry Bird did in his career? 58% said yes.
Play Stugotz choking.
Ethan Skolnick continues with us now on the Subway Fresh Take Hotline.
Ethan, are you there?
I am here.
All right.
And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
Hardship. My grandmother would go through it every month to pay her insurance bill. First, she would handwrite a paper check, in cursive. Then, using her own tongue, she would wet a stamp for an envelope. Today, however, we need not weary our hands and tongues. Today, we can pay our Geico bill with the Geico app. Away with hardship, in with bill pay on the Geico app. Thank you.